his life, his work, his legacy. This is the story of John Hersey. In this documentary, you will hear about all the accomplishments that he achieved throughout his lifetime. Back where it all began, John Hersey was born in Tientsin, China in 1914. His parents were Christian missionaries, and they ended up living the first 10 years of his life in China. At the age of 11, he moved back to the United States, and when he was of age, he enlisted at Yale and Cambridge universities. After his college years, in 1940, Hersey became a news journalist and began working for Life and Time magazine. Then came the war. World War II began in 1939, but the actual starting date depends on the different views and opinions that historians have on the war. Now during this time frame, Hersey worked as a news weekly correspondent that covered overseas action for the war. And in 1944, he began to accompany Allied troops during invasions throughout Europe and Southeast Asia. Alongside the soldiers who fought World War II, Hersey experienced and encountered many life-altering situations, where a split-second decision can mean the difference between life and death. After about a year of journaling, Hersey made his way back to the United States and began to recollect on all of his experiences he had. He then created and wrote a historical fiction novel called A Bell for Adano. In here, he includes a lot of his past experiences in war that occurred throughout Italy and Europe. One of the main themes in this novel is to become a servant or to serve others. He clearly shows this through the characters' actions and dialogue. One of the most memorable quotes in the novel that clearly displays this theme is on page 46, where Hersey quotes, "Remember, you are servants now. You are servants of the people of Adano, and watch, this thing will make you happier than you have ever been in your lives." It were quotes like these that helped John Hersey win his first Pulitzer Prize. Then, in 1945, an event took place that shocked the world. Word got out that the US has dropped an atomic bomb in Hiroshima, Japan. The devastation of the bomb was so unbelievable that Japan surrendered, marking the end of World War II. After the war, Hersey travels to Hiroshima, Japan, to see the devastation that the city has taken in direct cause of the atomic bomb. He seeks out survivors who can tell him what happened on that day from a first-hand experience on the day of August 6, 1945. After gathering up enough information, Hersey travels back to the States and writes a non-fiction novel called Hiroshima, which was named after the city of where the bomb was dropped. One of the most memorable quotes in the novel comes in the beginning pages, and it states, "100,000 people were killed by the atomic bomb, and these 6 were among the survivors. They still wonder why they lived when so many others died. Each of them counts many small items of chance or volition, a step taken in time, a decision to go indoors, catching one streetcar instead of the next that spared them." This quote shows life's delicacy and unpredictability. It shows that how one moment one person can be here, and the next moment they can be gone. In the years that followed World War II, the historical circumstances of the events that took place during the war tremendously impacted and influenced the works of John Hersey, in a sense that he focused on the motives and of becoming a servant to others, the Japanese characteristics of self-discipline, and life's delicacy and unpredictability. He clearly displays this through his award-winning A Bell for Adano and his other novel, Hiroshima, both written because of the aftermath of World War II. Hersey was a journalist who traveled alongside and accompanied Allied troops during invasions throughout Europe and Asia. He saw the good and the bad side of war, and with this brought out the true characteristics of those who made life-altering decisions in situations that decided their fate. Hiroshima and A Bell for Adano make up just a fraction of the number of books John Hersey has written in his life. In 1948, John Hersey joins the Authors League of America. And in 1953, he joins the American Academy of Arts and Letters, making him the youngest member ever. After retiring from writing, John Hersey returns to his home school of Yale and teaches there for about 2 decades. In 1968, John Hersey High School was named after John Hersey himself in his honor. It is located in Arlington Heights, Illinois. He then retires to a life of leisure, and in 1993, John Hersey dies at the age of 78 in Key West, Florida. This is the story and documentary of the life of John Hersey.